Here's Edwards. Williams with the defensive effort. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Williams has got 18 points in the game.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
Here's Tyler. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Clarkson outside. Clock at 6. Here's Tyler. That three off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's guarded closely.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
The Timberwolves shooting a troubling 38% in the third. Not the finest work of this offense. Pass to Tyler. From deep three-point land. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
The shot's good. And that's 20 points for Williams.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Now, here's Clarkson. 6 points for him. Outside, Edwards. Pass to Towns. Here's Tyler. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. 10 points for him.
One triple for him in the first half. Now he's hit another.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
Who needs one? Make some noise!
The Timberwolves making a switch here. And now let's highlight the highest scoring teams in the NBA. The Thunder in fourth, fifth the Timberwolves.
You know, both these teams can beat you in so many ways, but it's usually by outscoring you. They possess a whole lot of offensive firepower.
Oklahoma City has gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Lets it fly from 18. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Clarkson outside. Fires the 3. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Williams with a clean look. The Thunder with another miss.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Moore outside. Dishes it to Clarkson. From downtown. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Wallace has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Outside Williams. Back to Wallace. Williams, a screen on Clarkson. Here's Wallace. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Thunder out in front, running away with this one. And for 2K Sports, we'll be back here at Paycom Center right after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. They've got Holmgren, Alex Caruso out there with Wallace. Then it's Jones. And it's Joe in at small forward. It's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. As a result, they've got a big lead.
And the foul called on Edwards. That's his third foul of the game. So, Clark, we know you're very familiar with the college game. How do you think the one-and-done rule has worked out so far?
You know, not as it was intended to, Kevin. I mean, in some ways, the chance to see guys like Durant and others play in college for a year was better than not having them there. But I think it's also created this expectation that if you're not a one and done, that you somehow failed, and that's detrimental to the psyche of young players.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That one misses for Jones. Another shot. Again, the Thunder score.
And even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, they're in a nice zone right now, and that basket looks, you know, it can handle 2 balls at once. It looks like now it could probably, for them, handle 3 or 4 balls at once as well as they're shooting.
Here is Edwards. After the made shot from Chet Holmgren. Miller, no luck. And now here comes Jones leading the break. Off target from outside. Timberwolves have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Reed. And Jones pulls it down.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Caruso against Edwards. They could use a bucket. And Holmgren pulls it down. Holmgren's got his 16th rebound on the night. Caruso finds Jones. Inside. Here's Holmgren. Off target with the jump hook. Minnesota's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's Clarkson. Got it. Good job in the low post. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
Now here's Edwards. With the drive, gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Edwards got 21.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
Time to get up from your seats and make some noise for t-shirt time.
Dort's checked in. Timberwolves also changing it up. Morris checked in for Miller. And it's Tyler in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Wallace looking for an opening. It's stolen. Here's Moore into the lane. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
First one falls for him. We love the fact that the NBA is constantly evolving. Greg, what have you thought of the recent schedule adjustments?
I think the league's done a great job cutting down on the back-to-backs. And also, I like these 2-game, like baseball-style series we've seen. Limiting travel helps big time.
And so Moore nails both of them. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Caruso against Edwards. Caruso kicks to Dort. Holmgren sets the screen for Dort. On the wing, Wallace. He's covered by Clarkson. The Thunder with another miss.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Edwards dishes to Moore. Edwards passes to Clarkson. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's Tyler. Nice defense from Wallace. Oklahoma City leading by 23. For 3, Holmgren. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. It's stolen by Dort. Here's Caruso. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
4th personal foul, 13 foul. At the line for your Thunder, Alex Caruso. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Look, I'm not sure there's been another era in the NBA with so many fantastic passers at every position.
Yeah, you know, I think it's a function of what we saw going back into the 80s with Bird and Magic and how they shared the ball and were such great passers. Then you had another group of outstanding playmakers at the point guard spot and on the wings. So now centers at this particular stage in the game's evolution are playmakers, excellent passers, and are players that teams can run their offense through. So I think it's just been kind of a natural evolution because of the skill level of all players when it comes to passing.
Now here's Reed. There's the pass to Ross. Just 5 on the clock. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Buries it from 3-point range. Moore's got 5 points now this quarter.
He didn't hesitate that time. D gave him a step, and he just pulled up and drained the 3.
It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
And a 3-level score. That time, SGA takes it all the way.
Caruso against Clarkson. Now here's Reed. He's guarded closely. No good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Caruso kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Reed with the block. Over in the corner, Caruso. Dort finds Williams. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Here's Clarkson. Williams with the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Wallace is checked in for Alex Caruso. Passes to Ross. We've seen players criticized for skipping their media obligations after tough losses, Greg. How egregious is that in your opinion?
Well, you know, they say the true test of character is how you respond to when things aren't going your way. So, for me, it's important to be accountable in those tough moments.
Here's Clarkson after the made shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Clarkson passes to Ross. Reed with it. 5 on the clock. Clarkson for 3. Dort grabs the miss.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
Williams passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams a screen on Ross. And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. Lays it up and banks it in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 46 points. Minnesota calls timeout. Gilgeous-Alexander.
We saw outstanding focus and really good energy from him all the minutes he was on the floor. He was determined to make an impact every time he touched the ball, and he did just that. Guys on both squads could learn a lot from what he did here tonight.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up, and that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. And so Clarkson will bring it up for Minnesota. And Greg, while the commissioner might not like player trade requests, Kevin Durant said it's great for the league for players to have that leverage. Where do you stand?
Well, I wouldn't go that far. The main thing is trying to keep those requests in-house. Otherwise, it can be deflating for fans.
Minnesota's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket.
Tacking inside. Clarkson plays with a chip on his shoulder, like he's trying to prove something every night. That's not a bad way to play when you're young and up and coming.
Good.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. The Thunder making the shot. Puts the move on. The rebound by Baker. The Thunder have gone 7 of 16 from the field here in the fourth. That's about 43%. Here's Joe. His three-pointer's off the mark.
You know, after connecting on 1 three-pointer in the first half, he hasn't netted another one since.
And Moore kicks to Miller. No good on the 3. And it's the Thunder with the ball. Outside, Jones. Back to Wallace. Pass to Williams. Oklahoma City moving it around. To the middle. Here's Joe. Off with the layup.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Personal foul. Second
And the
team
NBA
foul.
last season, Clark setting records in attendance. Fans are pouring into the arenas on a nightly basis.
Well, it's a great game. I mean, you and I are biased, Kevin. We love the NBA. I played in it. You've broadcasted for a long time. But I do think there's another element, not just the excellence of the players, but the parity that exists now. There are a lot more teams that are playoff worthy, and that keeps them and I think their fans engaged as well.
Jang, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Minnesota calls timeout.
To the floor, it's the Storm Chasers. Give them a hand, fans.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Reed, he's checked in for Gobert. Miller comes in for Towns. Morris checked in for McDaniels. And it's Clarkson in for Edwards. And both free throws good for Ross. And for the Thunder, they're shooting about 40% here in the fourth quarter. Wallace against Ross. Back to Wallace. On the wing, Williams. A three ball. Good on the three-point shot.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
Now, here's Clarkson. Pass to Reed. Greg, a lot more awareness in the league about the importance of mental health. Why is that so necessary?
I mean, Kevin, the level of stress now has really grown. These players are under this huge microscope that now often extends to their families. And this is such a highly competitive environment. It is far more than just a game.
Here is Ross. The Thunder making the shot. Reed with it. Over to the wing. 6 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Jones. Chang against Miller.
2 minutes remaining.
Chang the pass to Jones.
2 minutes.
A crossover. Reed with the block. And he gets it back. Jones, no luck. Minnesota's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Now here's Jang. Williams sets a screen for Jang. Rebound, Minnesota. Reed's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Clarkson outside. 1:24 left in the game. Just 5 on the clock. Ross kicks to Reed. From deep, Moore. Thunder with the rebound.
Well, I think that was clearly a fourth. He's a little anxious. Too much in a hurry right there.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now
For the Thunder.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And it will be a fight. When you see an opponent that many times, it's inevitable that those games take on a little extra added meaning for the players.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
And here is Wallace. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. As New Balance presents our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.